Hey fellas, it's Jesse with Texas Bushcraft here. I came out here today to check out my shelter that I built in the last video and see if anybody's wrecked it or maybe the elements got to it. But as you can see, it's really not that bad. There's I guess the wind, because now it's coming from more southerly than it was before. It's puffing it up a little bit. You can see it's coming in through the entrance, which isn't a really big deal. I can fix that easily, just tighten up the tarp a little bit. But other than that, I mean, it looks fine. The grass that was on it is all dried up now. It's actually fell to the side here, and you can see that, I mean, that's a good almost foot of dead grass. So if I did this every couple weeks, came out here and did that, this whole thing would be filled with dead grass. Perfect insulation, in other words. Inside looks exactly the same. Let me go ahead and show you that. I mean, I don't think anybody's even seen this. There's a pretty good hole up there. I'm not exactly sure what that's from. That may have been from when the fires licked up and burnt the tin a little bit of the tarp. But other than that, I mean, it looks fine. Even the little fire hole back here. Oops, sorry. Even the fire hole back here looks fine. We had put this over it to, just in case the fire decided to kick back up. But I don't think anybody's been out here. I mean, I see a trail right there. I'm assuming that's a game trail, though. My girlfriend's son over there beating on some sticks. But it's a nice spring day. It's supposed to be in the mid-70s. There's some soapberry there too.
Soapberry?
Yeah. There's some good ones. Here's an easy one. Raccoon. Decent size one. Huh. Right here. Let's see if you can see it. Right where my shadow's pointing. That looks to be probably canine. Can't really see if there's a nail on it or not. Let's see if we get a little bit closer look. Yeah, I don't see no nail. It might not be a canine, but I doubt it's a mountain lion or anything else. So I would just guess it's probably just somebody's dog. So what I'm gonna do for this video is not only show you the shelter after a few weeks, but I'm gonna do a little review of what I've got, what I carry out normally, what I carry out with me. I mean, of course, it changes depending on the weather, what I'm expecting, or what I'm planning on doing. But I'll go ahead and get to that once it gets a little cooler. Maybe I'll do it inside there. I don't know. We'll see. But see you in a minute. So I figured while I was in here, I'd show you guys this. This is what I made today in the hopes that it wouldn't be crushed. But what I wrote here is, to whoever finds this shelter, feel free to use it, cook in it, sleep in it. All we ask is that you respect it and those who took hours to build it. Please leave it as you found it or make improvements as you see fit. Thank you. Sincerely, those who built it. And a little picture of the shelter from the outside. But hopefully that won't do the opposite effect and some kid will think it's funny just to destroy it. But there it is. There this is. On to the gear. Alright fellas, here's my kit. I'm going to go over everything on and in this thing. And there's a hydro pack. I'm not really going to go over that. I'm sure everybody's seen it. And I'll actually wear that on the front on my chest because it won't fit in between the bag and my back, and that one doesn't have a pouch for the 3-liter. Which is the only thing I carry now because it's ridiculously hot out here in Texas. So first I'll go over my bedroll and then all the stuff on the outside, including the carabiner with my EDC on the straps. And then we'll go over what's on the inside. So I'll go ahead and get started on the bedroll now. Alright, here's the bedroll. It's got about 20 foot of paracord wrapped around it, one continuous line. I got all these knots here to tie it off easier. And the tarp is 8x10, 10 mil, regular tarp that you can get just about anywhere, any hardware store. And on the inside of here, wrapped in there pretty nicely, is this foam padding, which is just like it's like an egg crate style foam padding for regular mattresses. It's real thin and light, but folded over, I mean, it works really good on the ground for insulation. And you can't really see it on this side, so I'll turn it around. And this is, the 80-20 military issue blanket, 80 wool, 20 polyester, I believe. So that's my bedroll. I mean, it works great. I mean, I haven't had any problems. Honestly, the only, problem that I do see with this is the tarp. I mean, this thing is heavy. It's ridiculous. I'm looking into getting maybe a ripstop nylon tarp, seal nylon, I think it's 1.6 ounce or something. I honestly can't remember. But everywhere it's saying that you can get it at the dollar bin at Walmart in the fabric section, the crafts. But I haven't found any anywhere. Only place I can find it is online, and that's expensive. So I'm gonna probably invest in making my own soon. Make my own grommets, all that, making it how I want it, making it as light as possible. And because that's pretty much what I'm in the process of doing, which everybody in, self-reliance, wilderness self-reliance, primitive living, bushcraft, is, I mean, that's what we're always doing. We're always trying to better our gear, better our knowledge, better our understanding of everything outside. So, I mean, that's what I'm doing, that's what you're doing. But, I mean, that was my bedroll. I'm going to go ahead and go over my pack and such and show you everything I got in there now. Alright, fellas, I'm going to go over this EDC here that I keep on this little D-ring right here. But we got a lensatic compass, everybody's seen that, this is actually my favorite light. It's a Gerber light. I think it's for cleaning bores of rifles. I'm not really sure, but that thing is super bright. And I've got a regular, what is that? 9 LED light here. And a small little multi-tool with a little rubber band around it, because this other light, I mean, I've got a million lights here, likes to come undone every once in a while. And on it we've got, the normal blade, we've got, flat tip, we got the Phillips head, we got a can opener and such, and of course the little pliers here. So there's that. And of course the blast match, everybody's seen that a million times. I want to invest in just a regular, blank and make my own handle for it or something. But that's my EDC. And on my actual pack here, I'll show you this. This is it's just regular rope you buy at the at Walmart in the boating section. Getting a little dark there. In the boating section, this is like, I guess, for tying your boat up to the dock or something. But I use this for extra rope in case I need to tie my hammock up and I don't have enough rope on the actual hammock. And here is just a little, I think they call it a medic pouch when I got it, and I just got my little pill bottle fishing kit that y'all seen. And on the other side is some more rope here. Sorry, kind of tucked away here. My little carabiner. I guess that thing looks like the little metal pin came undone. I'll have to fix that later. Put that away. But here's the other side of that rope. I think it's, I don't know, maybe another 20 feet on each side. And of course, we got the canteen. I'm not going to open that up. You know what it looks like, with a little pouch here with my my emergency drinking water germicidal tablets. Probably can't see that. Keep that right here in a little pouch. And of course the canteen, and in here, my first pocket is pretty much dedicated just to my hammock. I've got some batteries in here, and this is actually a loop. You've seen, I mean, everybody's seen one of these too. I guess now that I think about it, I could use this to make some pretty decent videos close up. But yeah, I mean, I use that for, in case I want to try to make a fire from the sun, of course. And I actually got this from my work. Buddy at work gave it to me. So that's that pocket. Pretty much dedicated straight to the hammock. And honestly, I like carrying both the hammock and the tarp and bedroll because it'll give me options. And I love options. I love being able to say, well, if I can't sleep on the ground, I'll sleep in a tree, you know. If I can't sleep on the tree, I'll sleep on the ground. And this is another little pill bottle that I got. There's some wet fire in here. There's I got a needle. There's cotton on the top there. That's lint. There's a little lighter right here too. That's pretty much just a emergency fire kit right here. I keep that in here too. It's all about redundancies. Here's my tin. You can see I haven't used it yet. I got a few Ranger bands around it. On the inside, I still have yet to make any char cloth. Seeing AMS's last video, it's making me want to do that. But there's a tack in here for who knows what. Oh yeah, I remember. This tack was for when I was making alcohol stoves to make the burners. But there's some lint here again. There's some old t-shirt, which I was going to make some char cloth out of. Never got around to doing it. I want to get some of that monk cloth that y'all seen on AMS's video. But there's that. I'm going to try to keep this kind of organized so I don't have to work to get it all back. A few little candles, emergency candles. And here, these are regular 2x4, you know, pine 2x4 knots. And these things, I mean, you can just knock them right at pretty much any 2x4. You can knock them right out of there with a hammer. I mean, even your hand sometimes. And these things burn forever. I mean, you can see it's a little charred right here. I think that burned for probably 10 minutes, and you can't even, I mean, there's not even a dent in it. You can see where the resin was starting to bubble up out of it. So I mean, any discarded 2x4, normally they're probably gonna be pine anyway. And I use those for, I mean, you can cook them, your canteen on them. It takes a little bit longer than putting it straight on the fire, but, oh, sorry about that. Like I said, this little crowded in here. I want to get out of the sun because I'm fair-skinned and do not want to get sunburned. And in the third pocket, this will be the second biggest pocket, we got my mess kit. On the inside of my mess kit is going to be food, of course. Got a few things of oatmeal, some rice, and these are little packets. Just this one's passion fruit. It's like a single serving tea. And there's that, a mess kit. I just cleaned this thing yesterday. And about cleaning them, a lot of people, you know, I've heard say they don't clean their mess kit, don't clean their canteen, and they get that black, you know, smudge on the outside and the inside of it. And honestly, oops, turn this around. And I like everything that I have to be as clean as possible, you know. But working out here, you're gonna get dirty. But this is my, you know, I got some toilet paper. Who knows? We were just, it's funny because we were just talking about this on the forum. can't remember exactly who was that posted it, but we were talking about wilderness toilet paper in Texas. And honestly, I couldn't think of one. I told him, I was like, well, toilet paper. That's my wilderness toilet paper. Just bring some with you, because that's a necessity right there. But here is one more flashlight. Let's see if I can get this better in frame here. Turn it around. We got another flashlight here. This is pretty much my part of my med kit. This is all the like the fire ointment, the Neosporin, the antiseptic wipes, things like that. Like this one's first aid cream. This one is maximum strength hydrocortisone for like bug bites and such. And in the bottom of it, I've got all my cordage. We've got about, I don't know, 50 feet of paracord. I got bundles. This is, I want to say 20 feet. This one's 20 feet. This one's, no, this one's 50 feet. This one's 20 feet. And this one's 10 feet. Keep them in so I don't have to cut them up as often. But we got my multi-tool, my Gerber multi-tool. You've seen that in other videos. It's a good multi-tool. I love this thing. The serrated edge is probably my favorite. Keep that in here. And I put this neck knife in here last night just so I wouldn't forget it, because I wanted to show you guys it. You've seen it. I mean, this is a Kydex sheath here with a belt clip on it. I just keep on there because it keeps the blade in there nice and tight. It's a McNett diving knife. What I had done is I made the edge, probably can't really tell there. No, I made the edge chiseled just so I could make traps maybe a little bit easier. And that's that pocket. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for there. Now let me stuff all this stuff back in here. And on to my biggest pocket. Food. This is going to be our snacks for today. Me and my girlfriend's son, Caden, brought some, just some fun stuff. A couple beef jerky sticks, trail mix, Texas heat. Yeah, you like that. Some Lay's for him. And actually, I haven't got around to reading this completely. You can see if I'm in there some ways. I'm not sure where I'm at. Let's see. Oh, I'm at the tracks. I haven't actually got to read all this yet. I have a bunch of e-copies of books, but I don't have any hard copies. So I'm keeping this with me because I'm reading it so often. Here's just a extra t-shirt. Here's my knife that I carry on my side. My gloves. In this pocket is my beanie and emergency poncho, or toboggan, some people call it. And on this other side here, is the rest of my medikit. I've got the gauze. I don't have any wraps. I need to get some wraps. I've got gauze, band-aids, normal stuff that you can just find around the house, and some Neosporin. I really don't have any needles or anything to sew in or suture or anything. So, that's what I need to get on next. But that's pretty much my full kit. That's the stuff that I always carry with me. Depending on the circumstance, depends on, what I'm going to bring with me. Plus that, So, that's pretty much what I've got. And, depending on, like I said, the weather, I'll bring maybe, extra pair of pants, extra pair of shirt. I like to carry all the clothes that I'm going to need on me or on the outside of the pack. Because, that stuff just takes up so much room. And this is a pretty small pack comparatively. I've got the large Alice, but that thing's just too big for me. I don't like carrying it. It's just too bulky for the stuff that I have. So I want to get the smallest pack possible with the most amount of pockets, the most amount of MOLLE straps, and get on that. But my My latest purchase was a charade knife. It's the SCHF9, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. It's a 1095 carbon steel. I want to say 6.5-inch blade with a 5.5-inch handle, and that's pretty much the main reason why I'm getting this knife is because the handle is it's real meaty. It's got a, I want to say Creighton is what I believe it's called, handle. It's like a rubber material, and it's full tang, of course. And I want to check that out. And honestly, I want to get a new knife because the knife that I do carry, although I do love this thing to death, I've had it for 3 or 4 years now. It was pretty much my first actual knife that I brought out here. I love this thing to death, but I want to try something new. Like I said earlier, I want to upgrade my gear. So that's pretty much all my gear, my everyday carry. You saw the EDC, you saw everything that I bring with me. So I implore you guys to upgrade your stuff. Look into new things. I was talking to Bear a couple days ago about knives and what kind of knives to get and such. And I've always kind of liked stainless steel just because they're less hassle, But carbon steel, they stay sharper for longer. They're just all in all better material for knives. Neck knives, on the other hand, I'd like to keep stainless steel just to keep the maintenance down on it. So that's pretty much what I got, and I'll see if I can shoot a few more videos. And don't forget, the gathering will be coming up April 14th. I'd like to RSVPs to either me, Bear, or even AMS. He's been helping a lot on the forum lately. I really appreciate that. And RSVP before the 24th of March this month, so we can get everything ready, get everything set. And as of right now, we don't really have a plan for the gathering. I mean, I just want everybody to show up and have a good time, hang out, teach, learn, trade. Just have a blast, because this will be our first, and this will be the first of many, hopefully. So before I end this video, I just want to say thanks to Bear and AMS for helping with the YouTube and Facebook and the forum. And when I first started this, all I really had in mind was the forum, and then after that, Facebook and YouTube kind of branched from that kind of naturally. And since then, we've gotten pretty big. I mean, we've got 100 subscribers on YouTube, over 100 on Facebook, and when I left this morning, we're at 99 on the forum. Hopefully when I get back, we'll be over 100. So, like I said, we've branched out and gotten bigger and gotten, knowledgeable people on there. And now my mindset has kind of switched from just a forum, from just a YouTube and Facebook, to kind of being a resource, I want Texas Bushcraft to be the resource for bushcraft in Texas, not even specifically bushcraft, people who just enjoy wild edibles. I mean, I want to be able to come on the website and find a huge list, just a list full of native and invasive species to Texas that are edible, or medicinal uses or cordage, what have you, including trees and places to go. And I think that's what we're gonna start doing here soon, is making Texas Bushcraft a resource rather than just a gathering place. I want it to be both. The forum is the headquarters of Texas Bushcraft, of course. I mean, that's where it started, and that's where it's gonna flower. But from that, I want to make a resource. I want to make it huge. I want everyone in Texas who types in Texas, I want Texas Bushcraft to pop up, I want Texas Wild Edibles. I want Texas Bushcraft to pop up. Things like that. And that's what we're going to be working on. And I think it can be a success. I think we can do it. I just need, I need dedicated guys out there helping, which, I mean, I've got the best, all you guys are posting regularly, watching this video. I just want to thank